What's up, folks? It's Kim Desmond here with a new episode of TNE. Got Calvin back on the joint. And Jay, he finally back on TNE after 9 months. He finally back. What's up, y'all?
What's going on?
What's going on, nerds, nerdettes, everyone in between? I'm your co-host with the most, Jay Jamal. Yeah, and like the Return of the Jedi, I'm back.
It's been a long time since you said that.
It's been a whole pregnancy. 9 months, man. Been busy.
All right. We usually do the Q&A at the end of the episode, but Karen was here 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago?
About two.
And there's some people that had questions for him. So we're going to start with the Q&A segment at the beginning of this episode. So the first question comes from somebody called Heart and Reason. The conversation touched on the beauty of Israel's women. Do you think modern culture shape or distort how we define beauty?
Do I think modern culture shape or distort how we define modern beauty?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And the reason being is because they're not beautifying themselves according to the scripture. That's why you see everything fake. BBLs, fake hair, fake nails, eyelashes. Why you need to put on some eyelashes when the Most High gave you eyelashes? Why you need to put on another nation's hair when the Most High gave you hair? And it ain't got nothing to do with how long or short your hair is. Yeah, he did. I did go over the script about him doing what he did with the women's scalp and taking it all. But what's wrong with short hair? You wouldn't be surprised how many of our men would appreciate you more if you start beautifying yourself according to the scripture. If you start living according to the scripture. If you start dressing according to the scripture. Men like think natural beauty. Back in the day, Halle Berry, and all the beautiful sisters back in the day, they was beautiful naturally. You know, I'm not saying they don't wear wigs and things like that today, or Halle Berry never wore wig. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. But Halle Berry took the little hair she had and that became a short hairstyle, and it was bumping. What's wrong with that? She didn't need all that makeup and all that face overs and all this stuff. She was a naturally beautiful woman, and that's all you got to be. Be yourself, and you'll find yourself. What I mean by that? Be yourself, and you'll find yourself. That's what I mean. Every woman out here want their soulmate. How he gonna find you if he don't know how you look? He gotta look through 4 feet of makeup. 54. Just be yourself. The man that's meant for you will see you. Women, you're not for every man. Who cares what every man thinks? Be yourself, and your man will find you. Don't be yourself, and you're gonna find something. You're going to be a baby mama. You're going to be I can't stand that Negro and all this crap. Because it's all a facade. You putting on a show, you putting on. It's just be yourself. Be natural. And you'll be surprised how things will change for you. What else you got?
Cool. The next question comes from somebody named, what the hell, Breakfast and Dinner.
Breakfast and dinner.
Breakfast.
Fuck lunch.
Yeah, so Breakfast and Dinner, you say, agree to disagree was called out in this episode. Do you think that the phrase is just a way to dodge accountability, or can it ever be changed?
Well, when I was talking about agreeing to disagree, it was really talking about accountability, because the person that's wrong gonna stand on being wrong, and the person that's right, why would they change? They right. So in order to stop the argument, you're saying, okay, we don't agree. We'll just agree that we don't agree. That don't really make sense to me. That's all I was trying to say. Nobody want to take accountability. Nobody want to listen to somebody, right? And say, you know what, man, you're right. I'm wrong. And change, because nobody want to change. Everybody want to be right. Everybody can't be right. That's why don't you try proving what you're saying? If I say, why are you celebrating Christmas? And then you get somebody who love Christmas say, because XYZ, da-da-da, but then they can't prove anything they said according to what they're telling me. You want to say it's Jesus' birthday, but you can't show me that in the Bible nowhere. So where you get it from? It's a tradition of man. You're following the traditions of men. So when I went into the agree to disagree, we need to stop agreeing to disagree. One of y'all are wrong and one of y'all are right. And if you ain't big enough to say you wrong, man, brother, you know what? You right. You right about that. I need to change. Nobody want to change. You got all these people out here thinking they're right. That's why this world is in such a confused state. Everybody ain't right. That's all that is. It's more about, to answer your question, it's more about their dodging accountability, because the one that can't prove what they saying, they're going to stand on it 10 toes down and ain't able to prove nothing they're saying, but they're going to still stand on it 10 toes down.
Okay. All right. Next question comes from somebody named the Black Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
It said, Calvin mentioned 5 keys to understanding the Bible. Which of those keys are the most important and to apply when you first start studying?
The 5 keys, what were they? History, geography, etymology, bibliography, and slavery.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, which one the most important depend on what you're talking about. You see what I mean? If we're talking about things in the past, then history going to be more important. If we're talking about the meaning of words, etymology going to be more important. It just depends on what you're talking about. And you can apply those 5 things to whether somebody's telling you the truth or not when you have an everyday conversation with people. Think about what I'm saying. When people are having everyday conversation about different things, they start talking about what do people talk about a lot? Government or politics.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to understand the history of it. When you understand the history of politics and where it came from, all the laws and all this stuff came out of the Bible. The Roman, the Senate, that's Roman stuff. All that stuff came out of the scriptures from back in the day. They just modernized it now, and they just taking advantage of it and using it. It's all messed up now, but you can use those keys also in anything. They will apply to your everyday life. Just think about them. If you got them wrote down, think about them when you're having a conversation with somebody, and then look, say, hey, you know what? It do. You're gonna see that it do, because you're not thinking about when you're having a conversation with somebody or you're trying to study the Bible. You're not thinking about it's a way you need to do it. You're just reading the Bible, and that's why it comes confusing to you. That's why in Timothy it say, study to show yourself approved, right? So when you're studying the Bible and things like that, you use those 5 keys, and then the truth, it'll become clearer to you.
Well, and the last question from last week,
Mm-hmm.
somebody named, what they say, Trinity Pusley. I've been in church my whole life and never heard somebody talking about the scripture the way you do. It sounds true, but how do I know it's true? You make so much more sense than my preacher and everybody else I heard in my life.
Because everything I'm saying is backed by exactly what the scriptures say. I'm not saying anything off the top of my head or out of my own understanding. If I mention something or I say something, I can go to the scripture and show you the scripture what I'm saying verbatim.
Mm-hmm.
I think I mentioned last week that tithing is not every Sunday.
Yep.
It's every 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's in. Let me show it to you. That's in Deuteronomy. Okay. I'll get it for you right quick to show you what I'm talking about. And these things apply. And I'm finna hit y'all with another one, right? When Noah went on the ark, how many animals did the Bible say take on that Noah? God told Noah to take on the ark. History tell you and everybody tell you 2 of every kind, right?
Right.
7. See, everybody's like listening to you right now saying, wait a minute, what are you talking about 7? 7. And if you understand the scriptures, you will understand what I'm saying. I'm going to show you that too right quick. What you got?
I need to chop in.
Oh, it was 4. Oh, sorry. Is it 4 or 14? Let's see.
This is 4. What verse did you?
Let's see. I can't see. Give me 1 second. Yeah,
Oh. And elbow, his partner. Trinity Puffy.
14-25. All right.
It's in Deuteronomy 14, verse 22.
Man.
Start at 22 and read down for me.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 22. Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed, that the field bringeth forth year by year.
Right. It's your crops and your herd and stuff like that. And it's never been money. But go ahead.
And thou shalt eat before the Lord thy God in the place which he shall choose to place his name there. The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine,
right,
and of thine oil, and the firstlings of thy herds and of thy flocks.
I hadn't heard a dollar. I hadn't heard silver or gold yet. Go ahead.
That thou mayest learn to fear the Lord thy God always. And if the way be too long for thee,
go ahead.
So that thou art not able to carry it.
Yeah.
Or if the place be too far from thee, which the Lord thy God shall choose to set his name there, when the Lord thy God have blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money.
Then you should turn it to money, because we had to take our tithes to Jerusalem. But if you didn't live near Jerusalem and the way was too long for you to travel with all your cattle and stock and corn and all that stuff, then you sold that stuff, you got the money, then you went to where you had to go, was Jerusalem. When you got to Jerusalem, then you had to buy those things again. You never gave the Levites money. Go ahead.
Then shalt thou turn it into money, and bind up the money in thine hand, and shalt go unto the place which the Lord thy God shall choose. And thou shalt bestow that money for whatsoever thy soul lusteth after.
Just like I just said.
For oxen, or for sheep, or for wine, or for strong drink, or for whatsoever thy soul desireth. And thou shalt eat there before the Lord thy God, and thou shalt rejoice, thou and thine household.
All right, jump down to 27.
And the Levite that is within thy gates,
because the tithe was for the Levitical priest,
thou shalt not forsake him, for he have no part nor inheritance with thee.
Because when we was in the land of Israel and the Most High doled out the land to all the tribes, the tribe of Levi didn't get a portion of land. Because he the one was the teachers of the scriptures, and he lived amongst all the Israelites. So the tithe was for him.
At the end of 3 years.
How long?
At the end of 3 years.
You don't say every Sunday?
At the end of 3 years.
Go ahead.
Thou shalt bring forth all thine tithe of thine increase the same year, and shalt lay it up within thy gates.
Now, tell your pastor, when you go to church, tell him to show you a scripture in the Bible where it say, do that every Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Just and see, don't you either get kicked out of the church, or you be called a devil or wicked or evil, or don't question the leader.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
See, everything's in the scripture. The problem is we've been destroyed in this place, and when people hear the truth, it sounds fascinating to them, and because it is fascinating. The thing is, we've been lied to. And we need to start questioning everything with the 5 keys and tell them to prove what they're saying with the scripture. With the scripture. God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son. Everybody used that scripture. People who don't even go to church use that scripture. But that ain't it. He's not talking about everybody when he say God so loved the world. See, we love to follow men. We follow the traditions of men. And we don't question anything, because my mama did it, her mama did it, her mama did it, and so on and so forth. And that's why we Baptist, that's why we Republican or Democrat. That's why we do the things we do without any question, because we see our folks doing it. And as kids, you mimic your parents. So you looking up to them is right. But if they don't know, then they can only teach you what they know. If they've been taught wrong, they can only teach you what they know, which is wrong. I know it sounds harsh, but it's not. It's love and it's understanding and it's waking you up.
Well, yeah. So that was all the questions from last week. And like I said, y'all got any more questions for Cam? Like what we talk about today, William and James? Me? Yeah. You know, just put it down in the Discord like y'all usually do. But moving on, well, what y'all got going on? John, you said you want to talk about stuff. What you want to talk about?
Man, you know it's WrestleMania weekend, man. So man, I get my predictions in line.
Yep, WrestleMania 91 tonight.
Let me pull up the card, man, because I didn't have it. Very. WrestleMania.
Who Jerry Lawler wrestling?
What?
His health. His goddamn health.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? Every time WWE do a show in Memphis, he get his own little segment. It be off TV. It be for the Memphis crowd. He come hold his crown in his left hand, raise his right. But yeah, he
Okay.
he's still kicking.
The Rock in it.
Oh yeah, he gonna be there. He gonna be there tomorrow. Yeah, you'll see you, boy. I'm trying to get the okay.
So get one. Here we go.
Oh wait, you got on yours? Okay, cool. We can start with that one. So that's the main event.
That's the main event. I don't want to start right there. Because the rain gonna be last. Wait a minute. Main event and Jay Uso is going to win.
No, it's not in order.
Ah, okay.
They opening.
Who opening?
Jay and Gunther.
Dollar.
I believe they opening. That's what I heard.
All right, so when it come down to the world heavyweight title.
So with that match right there, right? Everybody believe Jay Uso is gonna win because of his marketing, his merchandising, how every city you go into, they lively.
Yeah.
I feel like this would be the perfect time to put your main belt on your hottest character right now. Gunther, yeah, he's this United Kingdom powerhouse. And in theory, on card, ain't no way in hell Jay Uso should beat Gunther. He hasn't. They fought each other like 3 times.
Yeah, and Gunther got on his ass.
And it was like a brutal beatdown every single time.
Every single time.
So the storyline here is about 2 weeks ago, Gunther handcuffed Jay on the rope and beat his twin brother, blooded him to injury basically in front of him. So in storyline, they're supposed to snap something within Jay Uso to what they call crash out. So it's gonna be a story. It's gonna be all dramatic, but I got a feeling Jay Uso will dethrone tonight.
I ain't even saying lie. Gunther better win for. Because how all of a sudden he get his ass beat 3-4 times, and all of a sudden he just win the first time, or the 4th time they go against each other.
Because I just told you.
That shit got it. Nah.
The catalyst is him seeing Gunther brutalize his brother and he couldn't do nothing to it because he chained up to the rope. He couldn't get free. Because you remember the promo they had last week, right? Did you see the promo?
Bro, using that logic, Chow Chi used to beat shot at both of them, and he had his in a good team. Like, I love you. You made me do this, but they ain't never beat his ass.
That is true.
But
that's fair with cheap though.
Well, no, I'm saying, but it's gonna make sense.
It ain't gotta make sense. It's entertainment. It's a storyline, bro.
Y'all do know this wrestling, right?
Man, try to like you man, you do that shit.
All right, so what's you said Gunther, I'll send Jay, Calvin here for the ride. All right, next.
Wait
a minute, wait.
Okay, deal him.
Disqualification.
Damn. That'd be a bad WrestleMania.
Let's eat your leg, boo.
Okay, the match nobody cares for.
I know.
El Grande Americano, Chad Gable, versus Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio got hurt last night.
Yeah.
So I don't even know that match still gonna be on. They might replace that match with something. So
he need to retire somewhere. He too old to be doing that shit.
That's why they're bringing all these other luchadors in now to go on, give Ray his final years. Okay, World Tag Team Championship match. The War Raiders versus the New Day.
I ain't gonna lie. New Day. I want to okay cold now.
Yeah.
They came up with that silly, goofy unicorn booty old shit.
So the New Day was a team that was good guys who decided to just be bad guys. Because they've been losing and they tired of losing. Now they try to win by any means.
But see, they better now because they not all silly and shit.
Yeah, they do fight a little brutal now.
See, don't say they better now.
I don't mind New Day winning because I don't really care for.
I don't really care about this match, but
Me neither.
I want New Day to win. Hey, but fuck that match. This match right here,
Okay.
Jay Kanye versus Naomi, this the one right here.
Yeah, a lot of people invested in that match too. You got two sisters who are very, very heated. So the origin of this match, right, Calvin? Naomi, this was what, back in January when she got injured?
January, February 1.
Okay, so Naomi in storyline, right? She pushed Jade Cargill from a ledge and she landed on a car windshield. Out for months. It was months of speculation. Who did it? Yeah, people thought this one woman did it. They thought this woman did it. Come out to find out about 2 months later, it was Naomi and she admitted it. Now, the person that's in the middle of this is a woman named Bianca Belair. So she's tied in the fence. She don't know which way to go. And with last night's episode, it's a lot of speculation that Bianca has something to do with Jade being injured.
What's it goes?
So as far as this match between these two, it gotta go to Jade. I mean, it's her first WrestleMania. She's, hot right now. She got the momentum.
Jade.
I mean, come on. Why make her lose her first WrestleMania?
Why not?
I mean, I don't see why.
Man, look, Naomi the one beat her ass and threw ass about that damn thing. They said this shit happened back in November. Yeah, damn.
Oh, November, my bad. That was a couple months early.
Yeah, so that shit happened back in November. Damn, that's what go on and feel like.
Yeah, sure don't. That's because time moving.
Yeah, but Naomi, for she too cold right now.
I see we got total different picks, but that's fine.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's fucking perfect.
Disqualification.
God damn. I might don't want to see no good show. United States Championship match. L.A. Knight, yeah, the champion versus Jacob Fatu. I ain't gonna lie to you. L.A. Knight don't have a chance in hell. It's probably gonna be a brutal match. Them Samoans got a hard ass head, and he's gonna headbutt the shit out of L.A. Knight.
Not even that. It's just Jacob. That nigga. I don't know. He just different.
What you got, Cal?
How did you say he didn't have a chance? So how is he the champ then?
Then you go against Jacob.
He won the belt off of Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, yeah, it dropped.
And the way it was even garbage the way he originally lost his belt to Shinsuke Nakamura. Because it was some poison mist to the eye and hit his finisher. But eventually he got his belt back in a garbage way too. Because the booking with this United States Championship for the past couple months really has been lackluster.
It's been cheese water.
So I think it's time to change it from LA Knight to Jacob, who is a more marketable and more favorable right now within WWE. Because Jacob Fatu, you know about the Wild Samoans, you heard about them back in the day. He's a descendant of them. So his whole aura is he has a high resiliency. He take a lot of damage.
Right.
And he gives out a lot of damage.
Yeah, and this you gotta be marketable. So Jacob guy is more marketable. I agree with you on that. They'll probably flip and let him be the champ.
Yeah, and then it's WrestleMania. It's pretty much the Super Bowl and NBA Finals of WWE. So
I love it.
Everything is possible when it comes to this thing.
All right, they didn't draw.
Draw? Man, well, what's a draw considered? Basically a DQ.
Oh, shit.
Okay, now this is one of the hottest matches that got hot in over a week. Because at first, people wouldn't even care about this match.
Charlotte.
But after this promo, I'm going to say, okay, Cal, I'm going to catch you up with this one. The WWE Women's Championship match. Tiffany Stratton, who's the champion, versus Charlotte Flair.
Oh, Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair daughter, right?
Yeah, she gonna win.
See, Cal miss it. Cal miss it.
The reason why I don't want Charlotte to win.
Wait a minute.
This might trip.
You just mentioned all that stuff you just said about the last match, marketability and all that. And now you getting personal. Now stay wrestling. stay the way you said the last one, and now do this one.
Okay, I'll stay.
So now you get into what you personally want to happen.
Okay.
What's gonna happen?
So what's gonna happen is, I say WWE stick with their newest, hottest talent, which is the champion, Tiffany. She's younger, about 20 years or something. Charlotte Flair already had the belt 14 times.
What's wrong with 15?
She can get 15, but why would you crush your young, up-and-coming, budding product to an old toy?
Because in wrestling, and I watched wrestling back in the day. I'm talking about way back in the day.
Yeah, like the 60s.
Yeah. But sometimes you gotta humble your champ in order for your champ to be even better.
I totally understand that, because that was the same. I ain't gonna say same situation with Dakota Rhodes with 2 years ago, because it was when he first got in, he was the hottest thing. He was almost hotter than Roman Reigns at a point. Everybody thought he was gonna win. He didn't win 39, so he came back and won 40.
Right.
So right here is 41.
And they may be setting it up to where they give you a storyline with these two, where Flair is the old head, but you know, great and a GOAT and all that. And then you turn around and what's her name?
Tiffany Stratton.
Stratton, it may be her storyline to try to get it back up into the next big event.
I could see that.
So, you know, it may be a play on something going there. So I can kind of see Flair winning this.
I ain't even something Hawker behind Charlotte gonna win. I've been telling this man for a long since she came back. I was like, bro, Charlotte gonna win. Then she won the Royal Rumble. And then she finna win WrestleMania. I love this shit.
He fanboy right now.
I love this shit.
That's a lot. Okay, that's the main event.
This the one right here, Roman Reigns. What?
Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
This the main event.
A triple threat that don't even need a belt, because all three of them bigger than the belt.
Yep.
This is a heated feud, and who in the middle of it? Paul Heyman. You know who Paul Heyman is, right?
Paul Heyman.
Yeah, he in the middle of this. The reason Paul Heyman's in the middle of this, because originally CM Punk was Paul Heyman's guy back in, let's just say 10 years for argument's sake.
Yeah, 2013.
CM Punk left WWE, did his own stuff outside WWE, came back to WWE, was it last year or 2 years ago?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Now, Paul Heyman is Roman Reigns, what's the word he used for? Wise man, right? So back in November, Roman Reigns and CM Punk had to team up in a cage match called War Games. And the only stipulation CM Punk had to teaming up with Roman is that he's owed a favor. And the favor return was revealed about 3 weeks ago. In their match, CM Punk's on Roman Reigns' wise man, Paul Heyman, to be in his corner instead of Roman Reigns' corner. So Roman Reigns feeling betrayed by the wise man. Everybody been betraying him so hard, blue, whatever. Now, where Seth Rollins come into play, in Raw, you know, the weekly episodes, Seth Rollins was stomping Roman Reigns' head, and he was stomping CM Punk head, and he had an opportunity to stomp Paul Heyman head in, but he did it. And when he stopped and looked him in the face, he said, "Now you owe me a favor." So now the whole storyline is, what favor does Paul Heyman owe Seth Rollins? And everybody's speculating that Paul Heyman is going to side with Seth Rollins and betray both Roman Reigns and CM Punk.
That'll be cool.
So that's why it's the main event. It's a lot of drama and storyline interwoven.
Is this for a belt?
Nah, it's not even for a belt.
It will make it so fine. It's the main event.
It's just based off their name and they rivalry between the two.
Okay, so it's going to be some deceit going on.
Oh, yeah, because the rivalry between Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins personally been going on for about 15 years. The beef between CM Punk and Seth Rollins been going on for about a lot of years. And the beef between Roman Reigns and CM Punk been going on for about a year. So all three of them pretty much hate each other.
Okay. I'm going to tell y'all what's going to happen.
Man, I don't want to hear no drama.
It ain't going to be a draw, but I'm finna tell you the truth.
Okay.
This going to be the shocker. Two of them going to team up and go against one another. Because don't none of y'all think that's going to happen. That's why that's going to happen. two of them gonna team up and beat one of them.
Awesome.
What if it's Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins and they jump up? Oh, that's the Shield reunion.
Yeah, because Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins used to be in a faction back in the day.
Because, like I said, I used to watch this back in the day. Anytime you had a three-way match like this,
Two guys.
who you don't expect to be with each other, usually be with each other and jump the other one.
Oh, well, in that case, it's gonna be Punk and Seth Rollins going like jumping up on Roman. See,
It really can go either way, honestly.
but see, they got to jump Charles Chief because they don't. You know, he gonna automatically win.
But see, I can see that happening in The Rock run out there and help Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns.
Yeah, because that's his cousin.
Man, it's open. So that's the thing. That's the thing I like about WWE now. It's not as predictable as it used to.
I got a prediction though. It's gonna be a draw.
Man, all right, let's get the night man. Let's get the night
All right, so WrestleMania 92 tomorrow. That's the real main event, like real.
So it's double.
You got one today, and then you got one tomorrow. 6 o'clock today, 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah,
Will any of this be able to roll into tomorrow? Meaning, what happened with one of these matches affects some going on tomorrow?
it did last year.
It's possible.
Because that happened last year with
It was a stipulation match because night one main event was The Rock and Roman Reigns teaming up against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins.
yeah,
And the winner of that match decided the stipulation between night two main event, which was Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. The Rock pinned Cody Rhodes, so the stipulation for last year, night two main event, was called Bloodline Rules.
Oh, okay.
And what Bloodline Rules is basically a no disqualification match. As many people can come out and help the guy. Because like you had The Rock come out, Undertaker, John Cena. Yeah, you know,
All the top down.
yeah, basically.
y'all for it to come out and jump Chief, but it is what it is.
Jerry Lawler rolled out there.
His wheelchair. Let me stop.
All right, night two, Randy Orton versus who was he supposed to go? Oh, KO. He supposed to get KO for Kevin Owens.
Okay, so I can catch you up on this. And if you didn't watch SmackDown last night, I watched it. So Randy Orton has issued an open challenge for WrestleMania because his original WrestleMania opponent is real deal injured or maybe storyline injured. I don't know. Either way go, he's injured. So Randy Orton is like, ain't no way I'm missing WrestleMania because my opponent injured. Somebody finna fight me. 9 times out of 10, the speculation is it's gonna be Solo Sikoa. Yeah, that's how you pronounce his last name. Which is another Samoan, which is another bloodline of The Rock and the Wild Samoans and all that good stuff. If it turns out to be Randy versus Solo, I see Randy winning. So
I should not want to be Solo. What if it's like somebody like
it could be a debut of somebody, like how they did with Cody Rhodes like 3 years ago. I'd rather it be a debut of somebody versus just Solo, because they could have just announced it.
so this match, AJ Styles and Logan Paul.
Now this probably gonna be a showstopper right here, because every time Logan Paul get in the ring, he do something new that's gonna captivate you and be like, damn, I ain't know he can do that. Man, Ashley can wrestle.
I don't want to hate on that man so bad, but he's so cold to the point where you can't hate on that man. He's like, man, bro, that might actually cold.
And I think AJ Styles is a good matchup for him because they styles are sort of similar. But AJ Styles, of course, got the 20+ year experience. Logan Paul got the, I don't know, 4-5 years.
Something like that.
It's going to be a good matchup. And I honestly don't know who can win this one because it can go either way. But it's going to be entertaining. That's going to be one of the most entertaining matches. Go ahead, Cal.
Who's the oldest?
AJ Styles is older by probably 20 years. AJ Styles probably like 45. Logan Paul is probably 20. He probably no, I don't think Logan Paul in 30.
30, yeah.
And he said he was
Really tall. That ain't one of them boxing.
yeah, no, Jake Paul the boxer.
Well, I'm for the other guy.
Mike can't stand them Paul brothers.
I hope he twists his knee on the
Damn. God damn, man.
Oh shit.
I mean, I want to see him just tear.
Damn.
Anything. I can't stand it.
All right.
Next man.
The WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. You have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Bailey and Lara Valkyria. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even know Liv and Raquel was even the tag team women champions.
I haven't keeping up with it.
Because it ain't even that. It ain't. You ain't got to. They booking the way that they booked them titles for years has been bad. Because it's like they just don't get the what's the word I'm looking for?
The pull up,
the
notoriety.
Yeah, that. I mean, the women's tag team division by itself ain't that. What you said? Notorious.
Notoriety.
Yeah,
they just nobody paying any attention.
You can say it like that.
Yeah.
And Bailey and Lara not even a real tag team. This one they just
some people just put together.
You know what I'm saying? So I really don't care.
The last time the women's tag titles was like relevant, and they even do it right now with Bianca.
And Jay. Bianca and Jay.
That was tag team. I don't even remember. I about to say Sasha and Naomi.
That too. That was a good. They did it good right there.
And a lot of times, what they do in wrestling, when wrestlers ain't good individually, in order to keep them relevant, they try to change them up. They'll say, "Why don't you tag with her, who's not that relevant either, and maybe y'all can get some kind of chemistry going as a tag team."
Right.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. See, some guys are just individuals.
Right.
Stone Cold, great wrestler. The Rock, great wrestler. Terrible tag team. You see what I mean? That wouldn't be a good tag team.
Right.
Tag teams, good tag teams are people that kind of under the radar, got skill and all that, but together they complement each other.
Exactly. Gotta have that chemistry. Y'all moves gotta be in line.
Exactly. Great wrestlers don't need nobody in the ring but themselves.
Exactly. So, enough on that match. Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre. Another heated round. It's been, they both like, what, 6'6", 280. There's pretty much some big guys going at it. Heavy hitters, some strikers, some brawlers. Is it going to be a no DQ match or just a regular match? I think it's just going to be a regular match. No? Yeah, it's just a regular match. No title on the line, just pure hatred for one another.
I don't mean to stop you. I got you. Let me ask you a question. I'm listening at these names. Priest, McIntyre, Vancaro. That's why wrestling ain't as popular to me as it used to be.
The names
ain't relevant. They don't stick with nobody. Who would be at home at job talking about Rachel Rodriguez and Linda Valkyria? You see what I'm saying?
I give you because back then it had something that sticks. Stone Cold,
Stone Cold, Steve Austin,
man, yeah.
You see, it was an identity.
Yeah.
If you went into wrestling, you knew who The Rock was. You knew who Stone Cold was. You see what I mean? If I can go, hey man, did you see Linda Valkyria?
That's another point though.
Be like, who?
You'll think she in HR or something. You talking about HR lady?
Exactly. The name, they need some names.
It gotta be right. It gotta be marketable. It gotta be attention grab.
And that's just not.
And I 100% agree on it. Cause they trying to be. I'm gonna tell you why they doing. They trying to be more realistic.
I ain't got a problem with that, but you can't be realistic in one of the most entertaining, I'm trying not to say
it's scripted
things there is. It's all scripted. Now, why you want to be real?
Yeah.
We gotta know who you really are.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I don't need to see Rey Mysterio face. Just you don't have to be real. It's wrestling.
Yeah.
It's a fantasy. Be who you want to be. Make up a name that's going to stick. You may not be a good wrestler. If you got that name and everybody want to see you come out there, you know.
That's a good point, man. That's
good. I never even thought about it.
Yeah, because,
hey, you got a cold name. Hey, man, it's so-and-so. You know.
That's Sting. Don't miss the Sting.
If you see, everybody they knew where they stood in it. And when they wrestled, it was like they alter ego.
And then it's like I
don't need to know Sting's real name. What's Sting's real name?
I have no idea.
You see what I'm saying? Now I bet it would. If you said his real name, Carl Johnson, would he be the same?
The same Undertaker. I think I know it's written down on top of my head, but it's like, yeah. And then like with that, their name precedented their actual likeness.
Exactly.
Like for example, I seen clips because he was in the 80s, but Macho Man Randy Savage. That name forever gonna be in a wrestling word.
Exactly. Not his real name.
Macho Man Randy Savage.
Right. Not their real
Andre the Giant. You got a valid point with this.
Not their real name. You gotta come up with a name. You gotta have a character. You gotta have an ego. You gotta be your ego.
Because it's all about it in time.
But now you trying to be Linda Valcarrier. Still on my character. Go, you know.
Sound like she an HR.
Right. My check right.
Man, Miss Valcarrier. I'm short by 2.
That's my hours off.
Man. But between them two,
did you pin somebody?
Between them two, it can go either way. I wouldn't be mad whoever win that match. Moving on. Intercontinental Championship match. It's a fatal 4-way. Braun Breaker, which is you familiar with who Big Daddy Pump is, the Steiner brothers?
Yeah.
That's his
That's Rick Steiner's son.
Rick Steiner's son, right?
Oh, okay.
So Braun Breaker,
Steiner Recline, I remember.
yeah, him versus Penta, another luchador, up and coming. Well, in WWE up and coming, he already known from other promotions. Finn Balor, did I say it name right?
Finn Balor.
I always mess their last name up. Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio is Rey Mysterio's son.
Oh, okay.
So you got them 4 guys going for the Intercontinental belt. This is going to be very unpredictable. Braun Breaker should win on paper, but it's 3 other guys. Finn Balor, is it Balor? I keep messing.
Balor, you just said
Okay, Balor. Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio are in the same group, but it's been tensions building between the two of them for the past month or so. So this match is gonna break that faction up somehow, some way.
I think Dominic gonna win that joint.
I wouldn't be mad for Dominic winning. I can see Dominic winning that one just to keep his momentum and his value up that he's bringing.
Because place his daddy.
Well, the whole thing was, so Dominic, he's a bad guy.
Okay.
Because he turned on his daddy. He had a whole WrestleMania match with his dad and all this stuff. That's why he's one of the top heels in WWE. So I think him winning this belt and turning on his own teammate per se will add more fuel to his fire that gives him heat. Heat in the WWE world is like the boos, every time he talk, they boo. He can't get a word out. I think with him having this belt, it'll add more fuel to his fire.
Well, that nigga already can't grab no microphone because he already got this. He ain't Dominic grab a microphone since no folks.
Yeah.
Boy, about to.
And that's cool. That's cool. You need to understand, man.
You want that.
Exactly.
The heel makes the show. See, what would wrestling be without NWO?
Right.
DX.
You gotta have some bad guys. Me personally, I like the heels better than the faces anyway.
Me too.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Okay, what we got next? Women's World Championship. This is a triple threat. One of another highly sought out matches. Io Sky, who is the champion, Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. This is a heated 3-way, and everybody.
I'm gonna be honest. Rhea in that match for no reason. There ain't no point in Rhea even being in.
And a lot of people saying that, from what I'm seeing.
Why you say that?
Because if she don't have no relevance with the story, it's like she just got put in the match for no reason.
So I'll catch you up to speed. Who did she lost the belt to Io, right?
Oh,
Rhea, when she had the belt.
Yeah, Io.
I'm trying to think how she even got put in this. I think it was like a disqualification of some sort, and Rhea felt like she was cheated. She didn't get her fair rematch with Io. And Bianca Belair, she won the Royal Rumble. No, she didn't win. She won the Elimination Chamber. If you win the Elimination Chamber, you get an automatic title shot at WrestleMania. So Bianca Belair earned her spot for this championship match. Rhea Ripley pretty much bogarted her way, which I'm not mad. You take what you want. Just we in this business, right? But the fans is like, oh, they just putting her in there and all this stuff like that. I mean, hey, it's wrestling. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take your spot.
But see, folks saying you saying that, but when Charlotte was doing, when they were doing it with Charlotte, folks didn't like it. See, she doing the same. How much Charlotte was doing? Same exact thing. Same exact thing.
But I'm gonna tell you what the difference is with that.
It ain't no different.
Let me get my point. People like to pull the nepotism card when it comes to Charlotte because her daddy got he got over 16 technically. Don't know about know the quote unquote real number, but they trying to seem like Charlotte's trying to get the same amount of championships as her father.
What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with a little nepotism. Look, for real, this your job.
And LeBron on it.
You know what I'm saying? Like your job as a parent is to put your kid in the position to win. And that's basically what he did. But Charlotte, you know, she had, but he didn't like Ric Flair went to Vince and Triple H like, hey, you Charlotte this title. Hey, you Charlotte this title too.
But that's exactly what they do.
No. We're talking about. So Charlotte, she actually went out there and won all of them by herself.
I'm not mad at it. I just recognize it. Mm-hmm. There's some difference. Now, the thing that a lot of people are not paying attention to, I ain't gonna say everybody, but a majority of people are overlooking Io Sky. And that's what they've been trying to make this story of. Because every time they do their little promos and they matchups, they be like, oh, it's gonna be Bianca and Rhea. But everybody forgetting the champ, she a champion for a reason.
Yeah, that shit make it Io, man. The hell.
And the scene they had last night, they was outside the ring, they was wrestling, the women, the security guard trying to break them up. Io Sky went to the top turnbuckle, did a backflip, landed on all of those. Started emoting, doing start ton. But the winner for this match, man,
she gonna retire.
I wouldn't be mad at all. But Bianca is technically undefeated at WrestleMania up until now. So they even keep their streak going because don't nobody else got no WrestleMania streak because the last person to do that was Undertaker.
And he did it for 20 years.
So maybe they want to do a female version. I don't know.
I think they should have let that stand. Undertaker should have never lost.
I say the same thing. He should have never.
Especially not to who else? Brock. Yeah.
Lesnar broke it. Anybody broke it. It should have been Roman Reigns. But
it shouldn't have been nobody. It should have.
No, I'm saying
Undertaker should have been.
Yeah, keep them mystique. Keep their list.
Have something to hold on to in your entertainment sports, and you would have had something to hold on to, and just think about it. Then 3 or 4 years from now, they got a huge WrestleMania. It's another guy who got the same record as he got, trying to break it. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they should have left that intact.
I see what you say like that because to me in my head the comparison came with the NBA scoring record. Because Kareem had that record for decades.
Right.
Then LeBron came.
But LeBron have to play 54 years. Yeah. LeBron gonna be out there still shoot. Run at the free throw. He trying to break every record by default. That still ain't gonna make him the GOAT. I don't care what he do. It ain't gonna make him the GOAT.
54.
Hey, he ain't gotta be the GOAT, but it's on paper.
What's on paper?
The record, man.
It is on paper. That's cool.
It might took him 50 years, but
you sound like a LeBron man to me.
I ain't no LeBron fan like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like his game and all this stuff, but I ain't the type like, 2007 he had average this. I ain't that type of fan.
And the GOAT is Kareem.
See, the reason why I didn't see Kareem play. Okay. I ain't see who he challenged and all this stuff, so I can only go about what I say.
And that's fine. And according to what you've seen, you will be right. That is the best you've seen.
Right.
But what do we need to monitor the best by if nobody see it? Their accomplishments.
True.
And ain't nobody gonna beat Kareem's accomplishments. Don't sit and tell me Jordan got 6. Bill Walton got 11. What are you talking about? You see, so what are y'all really talking about here?
Yep.
It's just who you want it to be.
Yeah.
Jordan records don't stand a Kareem, a whole lot of guys.
Oscar Robertson.
Right.
So it's all depending on, like you said, depending on who you want to put there.
You got guys got more championships than Jordan, but nobody mentioned them.
Robert Horry.
Robert Horry got 7. So what are we really comparing it to? Nothing. It's no such thing as a GOAT. Everybody who's great are great when they're supposed to be great.
Exactly. It's
In
all
their
about
own
generation.
time.
It's all about generation.
That's why they're in their time. That's why you're great. What happened in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, right? Why are you trying to compare what happened in Babe Ruth? They killed me with this Babe Ruth baseball player. Babe Ruth was playing against guys that weren't even baseball players. You know why? Because nobody knew what baseball was. He was a baseball player, and they put guys on the field to fill a team. If that make any sense.
It do make sense.
Who's pitching to him?
Because
Somebody who didn't know nothing about baseball. They throwing it up there. He knocking it over the gate, over the fence.
and you know that's what they say about Jordan. Like he played against Milkman and Milkman.
Let Babe Ruth bat today and see would he be able to hit these guys. He would not. But let Barry Bonds hit when Babe Ruth hit. They'll still be looking for the ball. So you can't compare it, man. There's no comparison.
The dynamics change.
Right.
The game has grown.
You trying to tell me all these hitters today wouldn't annihilate that ball if they was being pitched to by the same people Babe Ruth was being pitched to? Nah. People like me who work at the grocery store, but we finna have a game on the weekend. We need you. I'll be the first player in history to give up 42 home runs in a game.
God damn.
Every batter hit the ball.
Somebody throwing 2 man.
But I don't understand talking about Babe Ruth, man. Go on with that. Go on with that. No, man.
All right, last match. The main event. The undisputed championship. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Yes, I said John Cena.
John Cena, he's still relevant?
He's still, yeah.
Okay.
But the thing is, he's not a good guy no more. He's a bad guy now.
After 20 years.
After 20
He ain't a
years.
good bad guy. What I mean by good bad guy, he play a better good guy than bad guy.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. That's
It's just like what Triple H ain't
he ain't a good guy.
yeah. See, yeah, cause I don't understand what he said. He don't good guy.
He a good bad guy.
Yeah, Triple H Cola when he bad. Yeah, I know exactly what that might
It's,
mean.
it's all about your natural element and how you present your product.
Just like The Rock, he seemed phony trying to be bad.
Like the Hollywood Rock and all that type of shit. But hey, John Cena needs to win this
Why?
because I'm tired of seeing Cody with the title. That might boring. Like lately though, like see he's been feeling with John Cena. He been cooking that man on the mic and the promos.
Yeah.
Imagine on that man. But
So why don't they give it? Why ain't he fighting the guy he took it from?
Roman Reigns, because Roman instantly winning. I don't know. It's just and plus
That's why
plus the story ain't there. Oh yeah.
Yeah, because they fought 2 WrestleManias in a row.
That means Roman actually need a rematch to break the tie.
Yeah, I mean, they may eventually go that route, but like you said, the story is in 2 different paths right now. And the only reason this match is happening because John Cena won the Elimination Chamber match. And if you win an Elimination Chamber match,
Who did he beat?
he beat CM Punk in the Elimination Chamber match.
Man,
It was like 5 other people, 6 people in the elimination.
It was CM Punk, your boy Logan Paul,
you think break his leg?
and then Damian Priest, Drew McIntyre. I forgot the 6th person.
Me too.
I guess they weren't that important.
He is not one to me.
Hell no, it wasn't me.
Don't do that to the Miz. He a 2-time Grand Champ.
I don't know who he is.
That man cold as hell. Somebody say he don't know why. He awesome. Nobody tell you why.
I put him with Logan Paul. Let them slap box each other.
This man, y'all slipping on the brains, brother. I hear cold as hell. Being cold as hell, especially when they made who he beat for the WWE title last time.
I don't know, John Cena probably.
No. He held it down to get John Cena. That last time before Bob Lashley beat him on Raw for that.
I don't know.
But he had that.
Because I started back in 2020. I fell off about 09. So I got about like 10
Good decade.
Yeah, a good decade.
I'll still watch.
The Brooklyn Brawler ain't in this WrestleMania.
God damn, you showing your age. But to conclude this one,
John Cena win.
I would like to see John Cena win.
Me too.
Because this is last year. This is retiring year. This will be what, number 17 if he win, which will break Ric Flair record in WWE. Yeah, I just like to see it.
See, that's why folks say that John Cena is the greatest WWE superstar of all time, because he only wrestled in WWE. He ain't wrestled outside nowhere else. He was only in WWE. Ric Flair got 16 world titles from AWA, WCW, WWE, like all over different promotions and stuff. He got 16. John Cena got 16 world titles just in WWE. So that's why folks be saying he the greatest.
I mean, you got to think too, when he got his pop in 05, what WWE was doing, they needed a guy other than The Rock and Stone Cold to be their new cash cow.
Right.
John Cena fit that perfect bill, because in 2005, we was doing the whole army stuff. It was all being patriotic and all this stuff, and John Cena had the look. He had the haircut, he had the army attire, he did the salute. He was basically the American it guy for WWE.
And he came out with the movie, The Marine. So he was in the movie.
And so it was all perfect marketing and set up for him to be where he is now.
And I understand that, but my thing is, just like I went back to when we was talking about the women, it's the names, man. Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Now, I ain't talking about this generation or my generation or the generation between me and y'all. You can take wrestling as, you can take all of them, put them together. And you say, who is the greatest wrestler? They ain't gonna mention now one of them guys right there. They not gonna mention John Cena or Cody Rhodes' name ain't even gonna get mentioned. It's gonna be Macho Man. It's gonna be Stone Cold. It's gonna be one of them type of names. Somebody that everybody don't know no John Cena. My mama 94. Mama, who is John Cena? Who? Mama, who is The Rock? You talking about that wrestler? You see the difference?
Because their name supersedes their action.
Right.
I get you.
But yeah,
I don't care if John Cena win that 54 times. It's still John Cena, boring dude.
But see, a lot of people connect with Austin and Rock and all that from the Attitude Era because WWE was so different back then. It was polarizing back then.
Preceded wrestling.
So I'm saying it was different back then. Like, everybody watched wrestling, no matter who it is, no matter the age and stuff. Now, when folks watch wrestling, people still watch wrestling. You know, it's fake, right? Like, that's the first thing folks say. But folks weren't saying that back then. It was actually cool to watch.
And then
Still fake.
And then too,
It was still fake.
you gotta think too with the attitude era compared to today's era.
It's just
It was not so much different. It was less forms of entertainment 30 years ago compared to now. Now we have unlimited options of entertainment. We can watch what's going on in India from our phone. We can go on Netflix and just whatever. So
Everything changed.
Yeah.
I understand that, but
them names ain't it.
you can't sit and tell me if you start mentioning the greatest wrestlers ever, that John Cena name will come. And when I say, I ain't talking about what you name with people who watch wrestling today. I'm talking about everybody ever watch wrestling.
I'm talking about people who
John
like
Cena name ain't coming up. Why do you think people still talk about how great Muhammad Ali was? Muhammad Ali lost a lot of fights. It had nothing to do with boxing. His name preceded what he was doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Jordan will always be the GOAT, because Jordan, it ain't got nothing to do with basketball. It's more than basketball.
Yeah.
It's more than basketball. His name precedes him. It's more than basketball. He's a brand.
Yeah. So
John Cena ain't it.
hey man. Point take. I think that's all the matches though. So
what else you had? You said you had like 3 things.
Man, don't let me take the show up, man. Y'all do some stuff.
Man, I ain't had nothing. You can just talk and just go with the flow. You said something about Mania and something else. I forgot what you said.
Let's talk about. You been seeing what Kanye West been saying as of late?
That man is
Or the past month or something, or anything. He
been saying other stuff. Kanye West been saying.
This mic on. Hey y'all, Kanye West retarded.
I see he said this mic on.
I mean, come on, man. Who? Kanye West is not relevant anymore. That's why he's doing the things he's doing. Nobody's paying him any attention. His rap career is over. It's done. He walk around with this half-naked woman. He wearing black KKK outfits, doing interviews. He just trying to stay relevant.
Shock value, huh?
Yeah, he's trying to stay relevant. And it's kind of like, the little kid who cried wolf. Nobody's paying him any attention. Hey, everybody look at me. I'm over here. I'm still good. I'm still Kanye. I'm still... It's something wrong with it.
So the jig is up.
Right. Something wrong with him, man. What did Dave Chappelle say? Never should have gave you money.
Niggas money.
Some of these folks become something that they not just because they rich and everybody respecting them because they rich.
Damn. But it's like stuff that Kanye is saying is.
Give me what have he said?
I can't remember for verbatim, but that nigga be saying some of the most craziest things. Like I saw on Twitter the other day, he had on the
black KKK out.
Yeah, he had the white one on. The
white one too.
Yeah, he had the white clan done on. Had his white and was his wife had the red done on her. He was hugging her and stuff.
His wife had a white one on. That's what he probably got them from. His wife. Them probably real suits.
So he said a whole lot. I don't remember everything he said, but one thing I do remember, he was trying to explain his reasoning behind doing this, right? And on this interview he had with DJ Academics, are you familiar with DJ Academics?
I see him stand with that black.
Right. He was saying,
listen to him. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I heard some of it. But the only thing that stuck with me, him explaining why he doing what he doing. His explanation is, the reason why he's doing what he's doing, because the Jewish community has profited off of our pain and suffering. So now he wants to profit off of their pain and their suffering, which is why he's got a iced out swastika chain and wearing a black KKK hoodie. I'm like, you do know that swastika was killing us too, right?
Where did I start? Look, I want to know how what he's doing is making them suffer. They see him the same way we do. He an idiot.
Yeah. And then they are still profiting off of him doing it. So he had to go get that change.
If you're not going in their pockets, you're not bothering them.
Yep. Say it again for the folks in here.
If you're not going in their pockets, you're not bothering them. It's all about what they call the shekels.
Some shekels.
If you ain't messing with they shekels, you ain't bothering them. They don't care nothing about you stand up there looking like a stupid buffoon. They don't care nothing about the throwaway you walking around with.
Because guess what? It's not going to be the, well, I'm not going to say it's not going to be the Jewish people, but it's going to be mainly us going to be like, man, look at this fool. Look at this idiot. And guess what? The Jewish people going to be like, shit, you got that? Hey, y'all, come look at this.
And where was this same energy? What's the difference in Kanye now and when I seen Kanye in Joel Osteen's church with a suit on talking about Jesus?
Yeah,
where that dude go? Where he at? Who we in what was he? Did he name a church or something? Yeezy Church or Jesus or a Yeezel instead of a Bible and all this retarded stuff. So now he on the Jewish people. Really?
Bipolar.
Man, you can't take nobody like that serious, man. It'll be something else as soon as people stop paying him any attention with this.
Yep. That's exactly what it is. He trying to stay relevant. And then I remember one tweet said that he mad that he didn't get the run a train on Taylor Swift with Justin Bieber and all that type of stuff. Like, just say that stuff.
He said he mad because he didn't get a chance to.
Yeah.
Run a train on who?
Taylor Swift with Justin Bieber.
They ran a train on Taylor Swift?
It was Justin Bieber and somebody else he named said he ran a train.
Why you want to be naked in a room with another dude?
Hollywood, man.
Yep.
Hollywood.
What's wrong with these folks, man?
Hollywood, man.
I don't know, but he was saying all types of.
And then, not to cut you off, but then he want to say, you know, all this about the Jenner family and the Kardashian family, but that's who he wanted, man.
That's who he married.
Guess who you got kids by?
That's literally who he wanted, because I remember before he even got with Kim Kardashian, he had a whole song, I want to fall in love with a porn star, make kids and all this stuff. And that's before he got with her. So he literally wanted it. That was on My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
But that's beside the point. He like James said, he always talking about getting with girls like Kim Kardashian. Got with her night talking about he got the oldest daughter doing stuff that she don't need to be doing, and they taking the kids away from her and stuff.
But that's the family you handpicked, man. You wanted that.
They get mad at Jay-Z and Beyonce because he was like, they supposed to have his back with him trying to help him get his kids and all that type of stuff. I'm like, hey, no fuck no. I don't want to get in none of that.
He mad at Jay-Z because they won't help him get his kids back.
Yeah.
Who is Jay-Z? He a family outreach counselor. I mean, I don't understand this. You see, all that stuff, man.
It's biblical, man.
It's all stuff that just they turn back to the people who they shun.
Yeah.
When they in trouble. See, but when they was up in London, when him and the Kardashian girl all in London or wherever they was getting wrong, you know, you up there with Queen Elizabeth or whoever them folks is over there across the pond. Now you want to run back over here when you're not relevant. You see what I mean? It's no different, man. All these superstars, man, they do what they need to do starting out to get what they get. Then once they get there, then they become too good they get too good and too big for where they came from.
Reality check.
Nah, he fall.
See, now they want to run back when the people they ran to be great and live around and all the stuff they did with them. Now that them folks see you as now you're trying to run back. And now we see him like, hey, who is this?
Yep.
You see what I mean? So you put yourself out there, you hold yourself out to get what you got. Now you got it. Now it don't mean now you see that it really wasn't worth doing all the things, selling out, all the people you sold out, stepping on all the people you stepped on. See, now you got to go back down them same steps to come back home.
And now you got your children involved.
See?
So you got what you asked for, man.
And you want to talk about Jewish people and all this stuff. And who do you have babies with? See, it's just no truth in none of this stuff these people doing, man. It's all a facade, man. And these folks, they get up there, man, and they peek over that wall. And once they get all them riches and goodies and all that stuff, and then they peek over their wall and see what's really going on. Now they trying to climb back down. No, bro. Them steps been burnt.
Yeah. Well, that's all I got on Kanye. I just wanted to get y'all thoughts on that.
What y'all think? What y'all think about this shit with the women supposedly going to space?
I seen that clip. I don't know where he going with it.
Bro, don't I saw that before I see it.
Them women ain't go to no space. What space they went to?
They went to the space around the corner.
One of them women opened the door, man, when they was up there. Y'all didn't see that?
No, I ain't seen it.
She opened the door, and you can look it up.
I've seen the.
And then when the thing landed, the door was open already. They had to close the door, then act like they was opening the door and let them out.
Well, so it opened the door when it's supposed to be in space.
It was up there, and she opened the door.
I mean, they had supposed to have instantly flew up out there long if they opened the door in space.
Oh, first of all, let me tell you something. If they really was going in space for real, legitimately going in space, them women wouldn't have been qualified to do. There's nobody on this planet would have insured them. The insurance they do have would have dropped them. You see what I'm saying? I can't be in certain professions, right? And then flying airplanes. Insurance won't insure me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
See, people don't think about stuff.
Because you're not licensed.
I'm not licensed to be no astronaut. So why am I, how Allstate gonna continue to keep my insurance policy intact? See, it's a whole bunch of stuff. Just use our common sense. You'll see common sense ain't common. But if you use your common sense, you will see that, man, these folks, man, they do, I don't know why they doing it exactly, but that did not happen. That was all a shit show.
There you go. There's plenty of people saying the same thing. Basically, what you saying, sending the phone and go straight for real.
No, man, that's some crap.
I mean, because we in the age of information now. It ain't 69 no more.
They was in a simulator somewhere, man, playing around. Did you see them anything floating around?
Nah, I ain't seen no video. I just been seeing folks talk about it. I ain't seen no video.
And then I'm supposed to look at this and believe they in space. Larry, Curly, and Moe was in space.
Katy Perry.
If you don't go,
Then she had like a butterfly or something too.
I don't know. She had like some type of flower or something.
Hey, that water, man.
what this supposed to be?
That water yours or mine?
What?
That water.
What?
Is it yours or mine?
What? This mine.
No, the glass water.
Oh, that was one of the. It had ice and shit in it. You said you using water.
Yeah. Let me edit that out.
He ain't gonna be straight raw.
No takes.
Yeah,
But as we have.
so we got on my book.
Okay. What's the name of that book?
Star of Aetheria.
Star of Aetheria. What's that about?
So it's basically about I talk about it all the time on here, but it's basically about a shepherd was in the field one night, and one of the and when he was in the field that night, a star fell from the sky, and he went over there to see what there was that fell from the sky. And when he went over there, it was a woman, and he covered her up, and she lost her memory and stuff. And they started talking and ended up falling in love. And she, one of the guys from the sky had to come and remind her that she's supposed to be in the sky. So that's basically the premise of the story.
So it's about a falling star that didn't know she was a star.
Yeah, she lost her memory.
And she lost her memory.
Yep. And when one of the guys from the sky came and talked to her, her memories came back, and she remembered her place where she's supposed to be. And Lysander, the shepherd, went through different trials and stuff trying to go back and get her and stuff like that. So that's the first book. I just wrote it and made it small.
You wrote this book?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Artiste in the house.
Yeah, so I wrote it and I made it small so people can digest it and everything. And I really just did it for the first time so I can get my feet wet so I see how it is writing and publishing a book.
Okay.
And so now that I know what I'm doing and I know what it's like to publish a book, I already started on part 2 to this. And,
Star of Aetheria.
Yeah, so part 2, and I had to redo this cover because it's an author cover of the book. Now Amazon sent it, and it was supposed to be glossy, but it's not. It's like a matte. It got finger stuff all like, so I had to fix it. But this is the first copy, the one that ordered it earlier. But people who order the book now is gonna be a gloss copy of the cover.
Damn it, I should have waited.
Star of Aetheria, Reawakening is the name of the new book. It's gonna be a full novel. It'll be way thicker than this.
You're gonna go into more depth.
So now that I got this as a base, I know what to expound on.
Okay.
And not only that, like I've been ever since I've been writing, I've been feeling myself like getting into like ideas. Like now I have different ideas about a lot of stuff that I write. So this book right here, I ain't even started. I just been brainstorming stuff. And 9 times out of 10, sometime next year is when it's gonna get published.
Damn, brother been right.
So this ain't even nothing. It's just me coming up with different ideas. Like it's a whole little universe of like with different vampires and witches and wizards and all that type of stuff.
Witches, warlocks.
Yeah, so that's what's good. Yeah, so I've been coming up with the names of them and everything. So I just been like brainstorming for the past 2 weeks, just write stuff down, write the ideas down, what I think everything should look like.
Okay.
And everything. So that's basically what I've been doing. Cause I'm on suspension right now from work, like I'm in school, so I ain't had no but time.
You're on suspension from work.
Hey, you just ain't finna fly past it.
Yeah, that kind of slip past it, but what you doing?
I got to find her at work.
God damn.
Dude threw a drink can in my head and
Did he hit you or miss?
nah, he hit the back of my head and it landed on top of the car.
What was it?
Did it stand up when it landed?
I just landed on top of the car. And then when I walked up on, he ended up fighting. He just started fighting in the middle of the city up there.
I would say that's self-defense. You fight, man.
Yeah, so he got fired. Like they be like it's a zero tolerance policy at the airport for violence.
So he got fired.
Yeah, and they put me on the 2 weeks. Man.
So wait, when you was defending yourself,
Yeah,
you
but
didn't throw the first punch.
yeah,
Yeah, it is twice.
but you know all this a bunch of
Politicking and all that shit.
they were like I gotta get punished too because what they expect for it to happen is you get hit and you don't hit back. That's what they want. But ain't nobody finna do this.
Whoa, this is not a black company.
No.
And this time, like, because you work at Avis, right? Axis?
Yeah,
Avis, yeah, okay. So, okay. Let's just use this logic, right? Somebody come up to you with a bat. He beating your head in. You
To hit back, bro.
you magically get away and get some space. They want you to go run to HR and be like, hey, this man just hit me in the head with a bat.
Mm-hmm.
What logic does that make?
It don't make no logic.
When it's just you got to defend your life by any means necessary to stop the aggressor.
Yeah.
Why would you? Let's say we on the first level and HR on the level 6. I gotta first stop getting hit in the head with a bat.
Yeah.
Possibly stop my bleeding or whatever. I got to stop all that. I gotta get away from the aggressor because he might still be chasing me. So you want me to run 6 floors up to HR with him chasing me? We probably be in the elevator, be on the stairs or whatever.
Yep.
And you don't want me to defend myself?
Just don't swing back, bro.
That's basically what she told me. She was like,
What's
by me hitting back, that one made it a fight instead of it being an attack. So she was like, if you would never hit back, he would just attack you and he would just got fired. But by you hitting back, that would make it fight.
So
wow?
they don't tolerate bully,
So,
but they'll tolerate you getting your tail stomped in.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Now let's say this was a situation where unfortunately you could have been severely hurt, been in the hospital, and let's say a week later passed.
Right.
That could have been a whole lawsuit on them.
Hell out.
That could have been a whole lawsuit on them.
Yep.
That's 2025 America.
Yep. So I'm like, well, since I'm off suspension, I might as well sit here and just use my brain, do 10 and brainstorm some ideas for these books and stuff. That's what.
When is that?
Sunday. This past Sunday.
Also a week ago. So you still got another week.
Yeah.
What made you throw a can at you?
So, dude who threw the can at me, he a calm.
You're not laughing, but we're laughing.
But I know how y'all live. I know how them niggas bro.
Did it make a
Was it was an empty can in my head.
Oh man,
Then anybody see
Empty can.
And I turned around and walked it out. I'm like, bro, like, what's your problem? So,
Empty can.
how he came to me with, like, before he even threw the can, he came, like, bro, stop doing this. I'm like, doing what? I'm like, what are you talking to? So I instantly calmed down. Like, what are you talking about? It was a bag of unsalted pretzels in the car and a drink can. I had the bag of pretzels, but I forgot I had them because I was taking folks back and forward. Yeah, and it got busy. So I was like, oh man, for my bag. I even reached for the bag to throw it away myself. And he just snatched the bag. And it was like, man, just don't do this. I'm like, man, what the So I brushed it off. The moment I turned around, he threw the drink can in my head. And it hit the back of my head and landed on the Bronco, the car that was out there. He said, drink shot. And when I turned around, I'm like, bro, what's your problem? Is that he walked up on me when he walked up on me, one of the codes, he stood in between. And then when bruh stepped back, he bugged me. And then when I just started fighting, we just started fighting. So that's how it is. I'm like, bro, your job is to clean the car. You should have just threw it away anyway, because you got to throw it away anyway. And them folk we bring back them rental cars messed up. They be having animals in there, or sometimes them folk be getting them big trucks and mud riding and be messed up. Like, them cars be messed up. And he come to me with this.
Was the guy like 22?
Yeah, he was young.
I feel you.
Yeah, but they go back to, I be feeling like that most young dudes nowadays they don't know how to handle stuff the right way. They're not emotionally intelligent. They don't know how to handle situations like a man that talks shit else.
When we was in our team, we weren't emotionally intact.
I know I was. In my early 20s, I was just ready to get on one. So
the generation gonna wax worse and worse. So, I mean,
it's crazy.
It's crazy that you got suspended for defending yourself.
Yeah,
but one, you got hit in the head with a can, and for two, he threw the first punch. They expect you to just run the HR. I just don't get that.
Yeah, so
they do know I gotta go home. Right? I gotta go home. What are you talking about? I got people.
Now, what if he threw that can, you turned up on him, he had a whole pistol on and shot him? Then what HR say?
You know what I'm saying? So like that stuff up there at that airport, they be like, you do stuff up there, it's a federal crime because you at the airport and all types of stuff. I understand all that, but still,
yeah, man.
Yeah. But I made the cover to
part 2,
yeah,
book 2.
So I tried to make it the same but different.
Yeah, and more stars.
Yeah, I tried to make it the same different, and it's like
more blue.
Yeah, like
different shade of heat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I got a different tag.
Let me ask you, what is the meaning behind Aetheria?
It's from Dog Calvin a little while ago. It's from Greek mythology. It's just like it's just yeah. All this that whole story is based off Greek mythology and shit.
Okay,
so it just means like another word for like peace and heaven and all that type.
Okay,
sky.
So what was your inspiration behind writing this?
Hey, it's a show on Netflix. It's an anime. It's called Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
There you go.
Yeah,
it's right there.
About 2 seasons of it.
Yeah, you saw how them different gods was fighting how Thor.
Yeah, Thor's.
Yeah, so I'm watching that shit. I'm like, man, I don't know about that shit. Hell. And then you realize that Greek mythology don't nobody own that. It's in the public domain, so you really can make your own version of anything. Right. So
you know why, right?
What?
Because it's mythology.
Oh no, I ain't hear what you said. I said what?
Damn, man. Oh shit, man. This the way nobody leave. Hey, no way, right?
Oh, knew what he said.
His face be said. TNE listeners, if y'all would have saw his face when he said it, you'll be dying laughing too. But nah, man, on a serious note, man, I think this is a great thing you doing. You being productive with your time. You're doing something you want to do, and it's actually good, bro.
Bro,
I bought the book. I haven't read it yet because you know how my schedule is.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely gonna give you my feedback on it. But yeah, it's on Amazon. If anybody want to buy it, Star of Aetheria. I'm pretty sure he gonna link y'all to.
That's on Amazon. Yeah. So people who subscribe to Kindle Unlimited get to read it for free. If you don't want to, not subscribe to Kindle Unlimited, but you want Kindle, it's $3.99. If you want the paperback version,
Like $6.99.
it's $5.99.
Yeah, something.
It's $5.99, and the hardcover is coming within the next month or so, and this is gonna be $9.99 for the hardcover.
Deals on wheels.
So
Giving them Chinese prices.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go back to
Finna get Kelsey.
no, I'm gonna explain this again, because the reason why I made this one in particular so cheap, because look how thin it is. It ain't even.
No, I'm just
Yeah, it ain't even a full. It ain't number like 8 chapters in the epilogue, and the epilogue only like a paragraph.
I mean, yeah, that's cool, man. You getting your feet wet. You set your price ain't cool, which is a fair ass price. So I just think it's a good start, bro. Yeah, I'm proud of you.
I even said like in the book, I talk about the inspiration behind it, and like how Greek mythology and all that type of shit.
Damn, it's like no, I ain't read.
yeah, nothing.
At least I was honest, bro. I still support it.
Yeah,
I even mentioned all y'all names in it.
Damn, I feel bad.
I mentioned all y'all names, and so
cool, man.
Yeah. One for display, one.
yeah. So I'm waiting for my author, my new author copy with the gloss cover. 'Cause I don't too much like this one, but I'm gonna have the paperback and the hardcover in about a month. But yeah, that's basically what I've been doing besides streaming and doing TNT and writing books and brainstorming. I really just been chilling. I ain't really been playing the games. Like this morning was my first time playing the game in a good little minute.
So, you say you still working on book 2?
Yeah, no, I'm through with this one.
When you got a potential release date already for?
I'm gonna let this one sit for a little bit longer, and I'm gonna wait till like almost like the fall or winter.
Yeah, I was thinking about fall.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna wait till the fall, because I already read. Look, I already got it. It was a polished version right here. I already got it.
Dang, that joint ain't even a megabyte.
So I already got it fixed up and everything. I already wrote it in there.
Oh, okay. It's cool.
So I got it. I already got it just sitting and waiting.
So did you have like a favorite author that you read from that kind of?
Stephen Amaya is my favorite author.
I heard that name.
She the creator of she's the author of Twilight.
That's why I heard, because my wife loves Twilight.
I love Twilight too.
I know that name sounds.
I love Twilight.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
So all the stuff in my books I read, The Chemist, Midnight Sun, like the book that she wrote after Twilight. I read all.
All right, bro.
And I actually had to no bullshit. Like in the midst of me writing a Star, I was watching Twilight Eclipse on Peacock. I was in the midst of watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was brainstorming and stuff, right stuff like that, I realized I was taking ideas from the
From Twilight.
yeah. And I
That's
was
gonna
like,
be my next question. I'm like, you ain't copying.
I was like, man, let me turn this off, because I had
If
to.
you get rich,
Man.
Yeah,
sold it from here.
yeah. So though I had to read through everywhere.
Keep your mind blank, because when I played music, you listen to a lot of music, then you don't listen to music, and you start playing something, and you will think that's something you making up.
Mm-hmm.
And it really be something you done already heard.
Yeah.
So though I turned the movie off, and I let it sit for like 2 days and went back to it, and just didn't have nothing playing, and just came up with my ideas and stuff and everything.
That's cool, bro. That's cool. That's cool.
But outside of this, man, I just be really just being is chilling, because it really like, bro, sitting here and trying to play the game and just play the game and just
Get born, get old.
it ain't even there. 'Cause I still play the game all day. It's just like it ain't no productive coming out of it. Like I just be sitting here playing it, then like 2-3 hours pass, like damn, what happened? I ain't even did that.
And get no trophy.
Exactly. So like for instance, like look at
Get
it.
a headache.
More to come out of left, I got 358 hours on that. So that's 360 hours just gone. I don't know. And all these games, I got all 100% achievements in. And so it's just, you just sit around and just, you lose yourself in playing the game, and then you be like, damn, I'm like, what's the point of it? That's why I don't got no more. This was the last game I got all the achievements in. It's 269 though.
God damn.
So when I realized I did this, I was like, man, I ain't gonna do that. No, that ain't gonna point of it. ain't no point in doing this. So that's why only you really sit around and just play a game like that all day and stuff no more. I try to be productive and do other stuff. Like the only time I do play a game is when I'm streaming and folks watching me play and stuff.
Trying to get some, engagement, possibly some shekels.
Hey,
What's up?
when was the last time you played 2K?
What time is it? 12 hours ago.
Man, played 2K too. Hey, I ain't so
The only reason I played it because my cousin was online. He was like, let's run some tag matches. Well, I actually hit him up. I was like, let's run some tag matches. Just one. The only time I really play the game now is if I'm playing with people I know, like some co-workers or, my cousin. Like just me on my own, I don't really play it.
I'm gonna tell you how racist you are.
Oh, he used to. Oh,
Man, you got the same game.
what's that?
Mortal Kombat 1. And it's crossplay. And you been saying you just reinstalled it and everything.
I told you this, Wednesday?
I don't know.
Oh, you call me out there, fool. I ain't scared.
Cause I'm like,
You can be like, hey, what you doing? Let's play MK. All right, come on. I'll let you know what I'm doing.
see, little Carl, he got that John too.
I remember you tell me.
I had won a contest and got a copy for free and gave it to him.
See, I mean,
So
that's productive. You won something for free.
Yeah, it was another game though. But
Hey, you won it.
yeah, I gave it to him, so he got that John now too. So I'm like, wait a minute, that nigga, he just re-downloaded and ain't trying to fight me not one time.
Hey, man, whenever you want these hands, you can get them.
I'm a whole vampire in that game, right? So
Man, that's cool. I'm a what's called a necromancer?
yeah.
I conjure up the dead.
Well,
Nah. This is video game talk. This is video game talk. Ain't really. Well, man, we on nerve hot, man. You gotta hit this aesthetic, brother. What else you got, man?
man, I told you I ain't really had none. You know when Cal come on, we just sit and talk, and we just go through the motions.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what I'm
You got brother Karate.
Well, I got not a whole lot, man. The podcast and everything, man, the way y'all do it, man, I'm proud of y'all guys, man. I appreciate y'all, man, giving me opportunity for my voice to be heard on the platform, man. It's good to kind of put a little different spin on things and in reality with my voice, but I don't have anything per se that I really wanted to talk about or anything like that. But I just kind of go with the flow of what y'all talking about, man, and try to inject a little different voice in there or a little truth about, what's going on with us as a people and different stuff like that. But as far as anything else go, Howard, I appreciate your listeners' questions and stuff, man, about, what they heard from me personally. And if it's anything concerning any of that type of thing or any of the scriptures or anything like that, man, even if it's something we didn't talk about, feel free to ask the question and I'll be more than glad to come on and answer it for you, man, with no problem.
like I said, the episode really just be what it's called? What's the one I'm looking for?
And
No,
Free flow.
there you go.
Free flow.
Yeah, free flow, freestyle, like those.
Freestyle.
Yeah, he be type of episode that be like that when you come on. So,
hey, man, you got somebody to get in there.
yeah, I'm just saying, been that much like
This man got chillins.
I tell folks at the TNT all the time. I'm like, this man married with chillin', so he got other responsibilities.
Got a house full of women, estrogen everywhere.
Estrogen.
So I was like, hey, I understand it. That's how Carl ended up becoming the co-host on here. Come in here, he just be talking about stuff, and I noticed
You got kicked to the curb, man?
Yeah, man, it's cool though, man.
James told me he told me himself months ago. I understand a lot for a while. I pulled back from TNT because I got other stuff going on. I'm like, man, it's cool. You help me start, and I always I always give credit to James because when we first started TNT, he helped me come up with the name of the show.
Oh,
me and him call like, bro, what? I want to do a podcast. I ain't gonna sound like that. Man said like, do this. He just keep on saying like, do this. Like, and he was like, what you gonna talk about? I was like, man, I'm gonna talk about wrestling or something everything. They were like, what you gonna name? I'm like, I don't know. So we started. I remember we were texting, we were throwing names off each other and stuff. And we ended up coming up with the Nirvana experience. Then, for the first couple of seasons of the show, he came up with the podcast cover art for the season and the theme song.
Oh man,
for the longest. And then when he pulled back and man talked about it, he was like, I had to do such. I'm like, all right, that's cool. Then when I started doing it, now I was like, hey bro, how you do this and do that? He was telling me how he did it, so I started doing it myself.
Mm-hmm.
And just,
that's what I always told you. I said, man, you got it in you. You be like, oh, I don't know how to do this and this stuff. I was like, it ain't hard, man. Play around with it, man. Just talk. I said, that's why I said, man, once you start doing it yourself, it's gonna flow even better than when I was doing majority of it. Mm-hmm. And look at you now.
Yeah, cause I ain't
9 months, no Jay Jamal. Viewers skyrocketed. They were tired of mine.
Everybody said they were tired.
But no, on a serious note, man, you're doing good, man. I'm proud of you. I always knew you can do it. You just had to believe in yourself.
Yeah, just put your content out there, man, and let it be what it be.
And who it's for, they gonna pick it up. Who it ain't for, they gonna leave they hate comments.
And that's exactly what be happening, man. I be at something. I get more hate comments than like good stuff, but I'm like, hey, keep it up.
It's still engagement.
Yeah, keep it up.
I had to click on you.
Like them episodes when me and Con be talking about certain stuff, like when we be talking about like women and men and all that stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. You definitely gonna get that community after you.
Speaking of Con, me and bro had a conversation yesterday, and y'all know Selena Quintanilla, like the singer that passed away.
Yeah.
So who? Selena. Yeah, the Hispanic lady
in the 90s.
Oh man, I'm thinking you talking about something recent, man.
Nah, Selena, the singer who died back in '95.
Selena, man, you know Malcolm X died too, right?
Yeah, back in
so you were going back that far?
Yeah, so Selena, I always talking about how much I like her. I even bought a couple of Selena shirts and all that, so I really like Selena. So me and Carl was talking about women. We were talking about Cardi B. We were talking about Cardi because I forgot how we got on there. And I was like, hey, Cardi ain't really ugly without no makeup on. She like a normal Dominican one. He was like, man, fool, she a foe. I'm like, man. I'm like, fool, she like a normal Dominican one.
Hey, went straight for foe.
So I was like, I was like,
bro, I give you half of it.
Nah, cause my whole thing, I was like, bro, I was telling Con, I'm like, hey, fool, that skill is really based off somebody's own personal perspective, bro. Because what you might think is fine and give a girl a 9, I might see that same one be like, she all right, she ain't even all that, she about 5. So I'm like, so that beauty skill ain't based in fact. It's all opinion based. And
what's the saying? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, that's basically what I was saying. So I was like, he was like, nah, fool. He was like, nah, he was like, man, you know what a woman find and everything. I was like, that's true. With some women that's just good, and no matter what she go, everybody like she look good.
Exactly.
But it's some women that, who can I use? I'm gonna use Beyonce for example. People, like a lot of people that I know swear that Beyonce is one of the most prettiest ladies of all time. But me personally, I'm like, she all right. She just a regular woman.
And see, a lot of these people, man, if they just put on their natural face, their natural hair, you won't even know them. They can walk right past you and know them.
Yep.
See, a lot of that stuff is makeup and beauty supplies and BBL attachments, man. You wouldn't know who these folk was if they just got up, washed their face, fixed their real hair, and just walked down the street. They wouldn't even need security.
Yeah, but some of them celebrity women actually naturally look good naturally.
Exactly.
but they just use makeup and all the other stuff to enhance what they look like.
Don't get me wrong when I say makeup. There's nothing wrong with makeup to enhance. I'm talking about makeup to change. It's a difference. Now, a woman get up, wash her face, clean herself up, right? And she may enhance her eyes with a little this, or put a little lip gloss on them. But it ain't got to be 3 inches thick and shining. It ain't got to be when you put all your face on, now your neck and face are different colors.
Let's just put all your face on.
You see what I'm saying?
White,
nothing
brown.
wrong with enhancing. That's a difference in enhancing makeup. Now you made up.
Damn.
You done made up how you look, because you don't look like that if you take it off.
Yeah.
That's the difference. That's the difference.
Yeah, and they were Carl was saying, I was agreeing with him, but I was just talking about, like, in general, like, if you see a woman, like, if all 4 of us out one day and we see a woman,
It's 3 of us.
no, I'm talking about, I'm including Carl. If all 4 of us, me, you, Carl, and Jane, go out somewhere, we'll see the same woman,
Right.
but each one of our perspective of how she look will be different.
Of course. Right, that's with anything.
But that's the point I was trying to make, explain to him, and he was like, no, I'm fine, but that's just how it is.
You see, that come down to when we was talking about agree to disagree. Then we got into opinions. That opinions is different. That's how someone look is opinionated thing.
Yep, it's a preference.
Right? Because some dudes don't like real light skinned women.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes, they lose their mind over light skinned women.
I know a lot of.
Some dudes love dark skinned women. Some dudes love slim women. It's different for different people when it comes to that, body types and stuff like that. But I'm not talking about that far as you looking at them for yourself. A beautiful woman is a beautiful woman, whether you're looking at her for yourself or not.
Mm-hmm.
Beauty is beauty.
Yeah, that's why I said, like, it's some women that look good, you can't help but to say
That's a good looking woman.
uh-huh.
It whether light skin, dark skin, it wouldn't matter. That's just a gorgeous woman. Some women are just gorgeous, and they just standing there and they just woke up and be gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's a natural thing. All women are beautiful naturally. It ain't. Here's a lot of problems with today's woman. A lot of them try to make themselves up to please everybody that see them. You trying to look good for every man that see you, supposed to think you look like this, that. No, I don't care what you do. If a man, he could be 6 feet tall, make $5 billion, he could be your perfect dude, and he don't see you at all. Because you mean nothing to him.
Yep.
I used to do this with y'all. Remember this? Remember I used to say, if everybody here took a piece of paper and wrote down the perfect person, the ideal person, what they look like, their skin color, their hair, wrote down everything about their perfect person. Your listeners can do this right now. Take a piece of paper, write down your perfect person that you love, you would love to, your perfect person in your mind. Write that down. Now take that paper, right, and put it next to the person you with. Most of it don't even match her. Or vice versa. Most of it don't match the guy you with or the person you with. You see what I mean? So everybody's putting on a facade out here, man. Everybody's trying to fool and get over. Just be yourself. That's all the Most High wants you to be. Be who you are. Stop trying to be something perceived in a magazine or YouTube or these podcasts and all this different stuff.
I was about to say that because social media has influenced our people to the maximum.
Yep.
Exactly.
To the maximum. And it's like, oh, if this influencer ain't talking about this product, I don't want to get it. It's like everybody's opinion is based off of what they see on social media now.
And who's using these things? Who is the wig and hair and extension market marketing to? Are they marketing to white women?
Nah.
Hispanic women? Brazilian women?
Oh.
You see what I mean? So who are they marketing to? Like, do you see these women with these? Now, don't get me wrong. You got somebody out there who's saying, no, I know this person. No, you seeing a couple of people do it is an exception to the rule. I'm talking about in general.
The majority.
White women wear wigs. I know that. Yeah, they wear. They wear wigs. But guess who wore wigs when I was a teenager?
Well, old ladies?
Old women or women who had cancer or something. It was not no 17-year-old. Why a 17-year-old got a wig on, bro?
Yeah.
Why you 17 with a wig on? Why you 15, 12, 10, 8 with extensions in your hair? Why? What's wrong with us, man? That's what I'm talking about. That ain't beautiful, but to nobody but women. Women getting beautiful for women. Men be telling you, listen, we telling you, we like you to be your natural self. You not looking natural for every man you see. You're looking natural for the man that's gonna see you and love what he see. And you trying to please every man, right? That's what a prostitute do. She can please every man, right? No, your desire should be to your man. He'll see you. Stop putting the stipulation on. Y'all seen this dumb show? What's the show? Pop the Balloon?
Yeah, 20 versus 1.
Why did you pop? I ain't like his shoes. He can change his shoes, dummy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And then what I was going to say, piggybacking on what you were saying, when it comes to like beauty of a woman, it's not just physical, because you can be a 10, you can be the most gorgeous thing walking, but if your attitude is a 1, if your nose turned up in the air, that automatically gonna drop you, because this man gonna feel like, I can't connect.
He took me to Olive Garden, girl. Oh God, can you please?
He didn't send me $100 for lunch.
Yeah,
like
it's stupid stuff, man. Just silly.
But it can be a same woman who maybe I gotta look up. Okay, she probably a 5, but her attitude is meek, humble. She do stuff for you that she ain't gotta ask. That automatically,
and a man will be ready to kill you over.
You see what I'm saying? So beauty ain't just physical. You know what I'm saying?
It's more to it, man. You can be the most beautiful woman in the world and open your mouth and men will go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So come on, man. Where we eat it, where you want to go on the first date, popping a balloon cause I ain't like your shoes.
You need to make $100K a year.
Right. Then she stand up there with all these standards, right? I ain't like your shoes. I ain't like your hairline. All this crap. How many kids you got? 3?
I mean, maybe there's 3.
God, you see what I'm saying? Where do you get all these standards from? And where was all these standards with them baby daddies? And man, we need to cut this out, man. It done got ridiculous, man. It done got ridiculous. All this stuff these women doing, going, getting flown out and all this stuff, man, that's just a form of prostitution, bro.
Yeah.
Let's just call it what it is. I think just online prostitutes, and you're just not walking up and down one of these streets, walking up to a car. You're just doing it a different way. You're not walking up to a car. They clicking on you on the screen now.
And I think I've seen an article somewhere where they kind of trying to get a law or pass a law. Like, for example, if, let's use me, for example, I'm this guy, whatever, and I get this woman from a different state and I fly her out and I pay her just for sex, right? They'll say, okay, that's prostitution. You can legally get hit with that.
But see, here's my thing. It is. But I have a problem with the people who want to tell me that's prostitution.
Of course. The good.
You see what I'm saying? I have a problem with the people who want to tell me that, because now you're trying to tell me what to do with
my money in your life.
My money and my time.
And time. And the thing
see what I mean?
No.
It's all bad according to the scripture.
Right.
Don't get me wrong in what I'm saying. The point is, you wrong in everything you're doing. Now you want
exactly.
You want to all of a sudden now make rules and laws for me.
And the reason they doing it, this is just me thinking in my head, because they can't profit off that directly.
Exactly. That's why they had prohibition back then.
Exactly.
Right? No, you can't bootleg alcohol, because they didn't understand how to make money off of it. They didn't know how to put that tariff and that tax on it. Right? Now, when that became legal, see, that cut out a lot of people who had businesses, underground business, bootlegging, and what they used to call it, running liquor and stuff. That's how NASCAR came to be. Because everybody had to soup up their car to outrun the police. Then when after prohibition happened and it became legal, you had all these souped up cars that didn't have nothing to do. So they started racing each other. And that's how you got NASCAR. It used to run numbers. Police and the government couldn't keep up with it, track it. There was a lot of blacks that were going on in a lot of black neighborhoods. That's how a lot of black neighborhoods kept money, and it was within the neighborhood, because when that number came up, somebody got to pay their rent and they had money because they hit the number, right? And that was illegal. They started arresting people for that. Now they got the lottery. See? No, you can't smoke no weed, brother. Can't smoke no weed. Why? They couldn't tax it. America don't make no weed. No good weed. Let me put it that way. That's in them brown skinned countries, bruh. They didn't have no control over it. Now they found a way to get control over it and grow it and market it themselves. Now it's legal. Now you got all of a sudden all these white boys popping up everywhere with these medicinal farms and all this crap. Something they don't let you have though.
Yeah, and these celebrities got their even Carmelo Anthony, he got his own weed strain.
You see this
in New York.
See?
Yeah.
What they call it? The
Stay Mellow or something like that.
No. What is called the dispensary?
Yeah. That's what it's technically called.
Yeah. And it all stuff designed to keep our community messed up. And these Negroes think they some business people because you selling your people drugs. It's still drugs when you get through. It's still drugs. But because the government says it's legal, now you a legal drug dealer. Because we follow the traditions and of men and not God.
Guess who getting paid off all that? Guess who getting
and still flows uphill to the same people when you get through.
Getting them shekels.
When you get through. Everything in this place is a scam, bro. It's all scammy. It's all a delusion.
The grand delusion.
It's the Matrix. None of this is real. None of this is all this gonna come down, tumbling down, man. And it is as we speak. Trump thought he was doing something with this tariff stuff.
Man, that shit biting. Trying to like the old.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing about this tariff stuff. Let me tell you something right quick. Sometimes the scriptures say that the Most High would take something that's meant to be bad for you and make it good. But you need to understand, a lot of these things this government is doing, it really don't affect the black community. Right? Because a lot of this stuff is hurting a lot of shareholders who are in the stock. That's something we're not in.
Right.
And I hear your listeners again. I'm not talking about those people who don't think they black just because they got money and out there playing the white folks games. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about us as a general
Right.
We don't do those things. We ain't out here at the Kentucky Derby watching betting millions of dollars on horses running up and down a track.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about. Certain people playing certain ballpark, you need to understand something. We love designer stuff and keeping up with these designers, Gucci, Chanel, and this and that and that and this and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Real people of wealth, they shop in places that don't even have a name on the freaking building. You don't even know that's a place to buy clothes.
Mm.
Don't y'all understand anything going on? Them people live in a different world than you. They don't care about your Gucci, your Chanel, and your Calvin Klein.
It's from China in the
That is knockoff to them.
Is this from China in that way?
I don't care where it's from. It's still, that's knockoff to them. Them folks shop and buy stuff. They'll go in somewhere in a building somewhere and they'll have folks measure them and tailor-made stuff, man.
Mm.
What are you talking about? You don't shop where you shop.
And then they clothes be looking like just regular clothes. Well,
Be looking like regular clothes.
No
But
logo.
you ain't never seen them in no store, nowhere buying nothing, have you?
no,
Oh.
no.
Mm.
And then you see Beyonce or one of these, that Louis Chanel purse. Ooh, that purse, $30,000. I got to get one. Get one for what? That woman make millions of dollars. What she do for a living? Why you need one?
Mm.
Why I need why? I work a regular job, bruh. Regular job. If I had a Ferrari, I would sell it.
Mm.
Why? I can't afford it.
The maintenance.
And I ain't talking about the cost of the car. I can go buy a Ferrari right now. As soon as I need an oil change, I need to take it back. As soon as I need a tire for it, I can't afford it. I'm not paying that for a tire. I'm not finna give you $15,000 because I got a cracked windshield.
Mm.
That's what I mean. I'm not finna send it back to the Ferrari dealership because he got to take the engine out the car to change the oil. Bro, you can't change the oil in them cars under nobody's garage or Jiffy Lube. That's what I mean when I say I can't afford it. I ain't talking about the cost of the car or buying the car. I'm talking about the maintenance of it. It's a difference between money, riches. Well, them are different words.
Mm.
All them superstar people you see, Beyonce, them, they rich. They could be broke tomorrow.
Mm.
Let them come up with some, find them doing something or see them doing something or they do something inappropriate, they'll be broke tomorrow. They'll take everything from them. They'll make a law right on the spot and take it from them. How is that to lead like that? Money ain't everything.
Hmm.
Money ain't the end all, the be all. Money, who was that? More money, more problems?
Biggie.
Yeah, more money, more problems. See?
Mm.
You think you want to be rich until you become rich. You don't want to be that.
Mm.
You just don't. You know how many people out there with money just wish they could just be normal and can't?
Yeah.
They everyday thing is watching a stock market or what some Trump them say or do something stupid up there, make their money fluctuate up or down. Well, how is that living?
You don't really got no freedom.
Right?
Mm.
Then you look at these shows, The Wire, Snowfall, all these big time drugstores, even The Sopranos.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of life is that? You got all the money, you selling all the drugs, you doing all the illegal stuff, and you can't enjoy it.
Everybody know your face, your name, your family, where you lay your head.
You can't enjoy it.
Looking over your shoulder every time you out.
How could I be the big time drug dealer, right? Boom. I own all these corners.
Mm.
See? So when am I going to enjoy this?
Mm.
We ain't gonna enjoy this. You know how much money out there stashed right now? Cause some drug dealer done got killed. You think all them guys ain't hid money somewhere that nobody know about? It's money hid out there everywhere.
Yeah, I believe it. Yeah, you see it all the time when they hotels, folks just breaking down hotels. You see money on walls, on the mattresses.
It's everywhere out there, man.
Yeah,
it's in houses. It's everywhere out there. It's everywhere out there. But these are the kind of things they put in our brain to aspire to be like and want and have. Things and stuff and all that, man. It's all brainwashing, bro.
Which will lead to our destruction.
Which leads to the path of nowhere. Really do. It really do. And we as a people, man, and I'm talking about us as a nation of people, we're so far gone now that you gotta turn back to the Most High. You got to. And I don't mean to make your show out of this, your podcast, but I do have to say this. You asked me someone when I first came on your podcast.
What I said?
You said, now people could say the same thing about God, about whether God is real or not. I want to put something in your listeners' brain and I'm going to be done. I'm going to call it that. I'll leave you with this. Say everything I'm saying is not true. Right? Say everything the Bible saying is not true. Say me being an Israelite is not true and everything that other people saying is true. Won't I still be included too? Think about what I just said there. Cause they ain't gotta do nothing to get what they talking about. They can just be whatever they be. Live however they live it. But wouldn't that include me too? So, in other words, I'm good either way. Because if you're saying you ain't got to do these things because God love everybody and you still can get it, then, right, wouldn't I be good either way?
According to their logic.
According to their logic, right? But what if I'm right? We got a problem. You see? When we have a problem?
Oh, yeah.
That's something for y'all unbelievers to think about. Whenever you bashing the brothers who be out on the streets and all that. Because if you are true, they included too. But if they right, you got a problem.
Drop the mic. That's how they can sound.
Hey man, so they can sound. Hey man, if you be totally.
See, it's never even said.
You told.
I ain't really got
I bet
no
they
clothes.
can wrinkle up when it fell. Hit the ground.
Nah, it was a trick shot, man. Landed on the Bronco off the crown of his head. Like,
damn, it make that. Let you know. I don't know what the fuck.
It make that sound.
Yeah.
But no, man, I ain't really had no closing remarks, man. I'm just glad I'm back to do this show. Glad all three of us did an episode together. 2 hours is wow.
Man, that's about normal because sometimes, man, coffee going 2 hours and 30 minutes and I be having to trail some of it out. And
yeah,
just take that to you.
And then, you know, I still got some stuff to tell on this too, so. But, that's gonna be about it. Like I said in the beginning of the episode, you got any questions for Calvin, for me, for Jay, anybody? Just let me know on Discord. We're gonna answer when he come back on. In about 2 weeks. Yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah. And as always, as I say, I appreciate everybody who come through and listen. The recurring listeners and the new listeners, I appreciate everybody. And until next time, peace.